Well, here in Kern County, we're tracking the return of warm temperatures to the forecast. Some good news regarding our forecast, though. Nothing compared to the heat we were dealing with this time last year. You can see the number over my shoulder there. 114 was the high temperature a year ago today. That was July 7th. That was actually the first, of two 114-degree days. And that was part of an 11-day stretch of temperatures of at least 107 degrees. If you can remember back to this time last year, it was a horrible stretch of heat. The good news, I don't have anything close to that in the extended forecast. We did make it up to 100 degrees here in Bakersfield today, so we're back in the triple digits, and we'll see more, but it's not going to be anywhere near as intense as what that heat wave was. But look at temperatures in Lake Isabella and even Tehachapi, not too far behind us here today. Eastern Kern is certainly seeing some warmer temperatures than us here in the valley, or at least relatively warmer for this time of year. And again, some heat is in the forecast. We'll talk about that here. Through the night tonight, though, not too bad. Mainly 50s and 60s, some 70s in the desert, so about where we've been this time of year. Recently, highs tomorrow, though, starting to creep up, especially over in Eastern Kern. I would not be surprised if places like Kernville even make it up to about 100 degrees, 102 in Cal City, 105 at Ridgecrest tomorrow, 98 for us here in Bakersfield. So here in the valley, we actually have a little bit higher chance of staying below 100 tomorrow than we did here today. The same is true on Wednesday. Winds are pretty typical. A little bit of a breeze over to Eastern Kern, but nothing too major. Not a whole lot of concern in the forecast for tomorrow or Wednesday, at least here in the valley. But our temperatures are going to be warming up as we head through time here. We're still somewhat feeling the influence of that mild air over the coast here. That's what cooled us down over the weekend, but hot air mass was really building in the desert southwest. And that's going to A, strengthen, and B, shift our way as we head through the week here. So by the time we get to Friday, that hot air mass is essentially going to be right on top of us, which means our temperatures are going to be jumping up to a level that we actually haven't seen in quite some time here. The hottest day of the year so far in Bakersfield is actually back in May. We're going to definitely rival that as we head towards the end of the forecast, as you can see here. But before we dive into that, let's look at the next 24 hours. Again, not too bad. Air quality is going to be unhealthy for sensitive groups, not due to wildfire smoke, just our typical Bakersfield pollution, unfortunately. And again, we get up to about 98 tomorrow. Into Wednesday, I've got us at 98 again. Thursday, a little better chance of returning to the triple digits. And then things jump up by Friday, close to 105 on Friday. And then I've got 103 and 102 Saturday, Sunday. So this coming weekend is going to be much, much hotter than last weekend. So hopefully everyone got out and enjoyed that beautiful weather while it was here, because certainly none of that on the way. The Kern River Valley, good chance of getting up to about 100 degrees starting Friday and lasting through the weekend. Mountain areas jumping up to around 90 degrees. And then it should be no surprise, the hottest temperatures found out in the desert. Places like Cal City around 105. Places like Ridgecrest and China Lake could be close to 110 as the temperatures pick up.